My lady, the locals claim a treasure is hidden within the cave. We can send a small detachment to learn what truth there is to the rumor. I must admit, at first glance it appears rather treacherous. I can't guarantee everyone will return in one piece, if at all. I could get money, lose 2 recruits. This rumor, we shall put it to the test. Have the men draw lots. See who among them shall go. Alright, when do I get my movement speed? Increase. Training grounds. Command tent. Mess tent. Oil tent. Workshop. Workshop. Alright. First step would be another 1,750. So I'm low on wood now. Back, I say. Field medic. I don't care about you. Or do I? I suppose. Oh. I suppose I do not. Wait. There. I like the style of the graphics in this game.
The Lyrians entered the graveyard. Crickets chirped in its tall, windswept grass, and lush green moss covered its crumbling gravestones. Only a fresh bloodstain upon a mausoleum wall suggested that something disturbed the dead in their rest and hunted the living.
Save your tears, throw off your grief.
An eerie voice sang, its ghastly lament standing Meve's hair on end.
Soon your life too shall cease as you pass into the eternal glow.
A pockmarked, pustule-ridden creature crawled out from behind some gravestones. It vaguely resembled a shriveled, hunchbacked hag, until its head split into 2 halves, forming a tooth-spiked maw.
Attack! Everyone!
What exactly was the monster Meve encountered in the cemetery? The inhabitants of Wetterden called it a mourner. They believed it to be a she-elf driven mad after her children were killed. From time to time, she would return to their graves to light candles, lay flowers, and make an offering of human blood. Kill the grave hag. Puzzle. One round. Kill the grave hag. This is her. Every 2 turns, on turn start, destroy the lowest units. Immune. Status marked by this card cannot be manually targeted. Every 2 turns, destroy the lowest unit. I don't know what that means. Does it mean on the battlefield altogether? Play. Spawn a base copy of this unit. Damage all units on this row by 4. So that's exactly enough to kill this thing. So if I can kill... two of those guys. That's every 2 rounds, so I have a chance. This turn 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna kill one of the guys. Well, wait, how much he destroys the lowest unit. So I destroy, kill the first one. I just need to do 4 damage.
Should have listened to me old lady.
If I damage that guy, then he would be the lowest under the right circumstances. But he won't be because I've got this guy on the field. I'll take 2, 6. Oh shit, I messed up. I think I already screwed up.
One bolt. Give me a target.
I just need to get 2 of them to 4. Which I can't. Yes, I can.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
What? Who dares?
Our ballista, your command.
What was that filth?
The queen croaked hoarsely as the dying monster writhed in agony at her feet.
I know not, your grace,
Replied Reynard.
but to be safe, I would have the corpse chopped up and burned. Elsewise, we will not be certain it shall not return.
Yes, have it done.
Meve said, brushing her hair from her beaded brow.
But quickly, lest dusk catch us in this foul place.
The Lyrians soon resumed their march. As they left the cemetery behind them, some believed they still heard the haunting dirge upon the air. Or was it just the wind, whistling past mossy tombstones?
Ooh, Meve, Warhammer. What's... In the command tent, you can change Meve's equipped weapon, thus changing her ability. To do this, select Meve in the upper left-hand corner of the panel and place one of the available cards in your deck. Move a card in your deck to the top and strengthen it by 3. Then trigger all allies' loyal abilities. I feel like it's gonna be a lot better than. Okay. To the top. So let's get ready for next round. Let me set this deck. Cooldown 3, so potentially put 3 cards on the top. That's pretty good. Oh, I mean pretty damn good. You have to maybe edit that out. I wasn't planning on doing a lot of editing, but looks like it's gonna be the way of things. Especially because I gotta go to the washroom now. Okay. I do like that this buffs the Wagenberg, but how often does that happen? Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm back. Right, I need wood. 750. Let's see. Maybe we get some wood here. My queen! One of the destroyed graves belonged to an elven mage. We might find something of worth, but we would first need to dedicate sufficient resources to have the debris cleared. So be it. Equip the men with proper tools and set them to work. I'll get a card fragment. Oh boy. I'm gonna totally forget about Meve's new ability, I bet. In the next battle, I'll be like, oh, I need to bump this unit on the battlefield. Like, what? Why am I choosing a card? 5-8. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Oh, can I go through here? No, I can't. I'm liking this game so far. It's basically right up my alley. Did I go in this little town? I did.
Beware, some bandits on the high road round Dawn. Those that call themselves the Strays.
Got anything else to say?
Those bandits, dressed as demons they was. Horns on their heads and pig snouts instead of noses. Beware, some bandits on the high road round Dawn.
Yeah.
Those
No,
bandits...
stop. How do I go over there? Okay. I saw a house over there. What's the house do? Oh, it's the notice board. Ooh, treasure. Milady, the march has taken its toll on the men. A brief sojourn at this inn would do them good. Nothing improves morale quite like live music and a frosty mug of a Zeman champion. No, I'm not spending money on morale. Stop the march. For ale, I'm leading an army, not a hunting party. Forward march. Forward march. I can do it again later. Hunt. What we got? Treasure. Why is these got exclamation marks? What we got over here?
Off to the nuptials, ma'am. Ought to cross this bridge here, then ride on straight as piss. An arrow.
Which way do I want to go first? I want to go west first.
Off to the nuptials, ma'am. Ought to cross this bridge here, then ride on straight as piss. An arrow.
Is that all you got to say to me?
I'm bringing honey for the groom and his lovely bride. May their new life prove at least as sweet.
Smells of smoke. Bites at me eyes. Strays have set something else ablaze, I wager. The Queen rides hither. The Queen. She'll smite the bandits. Save us, one and all. Smells of smoke.
Well, not all of
Bites
you.
at me eyes. Strays have set something else ablaze, I wager.
What's this? It's locked. Okay. Any loot over here? Make sure no one sees you. People are already talking. Your beloved bee. Okay. I'm stealing your stuff. What? It's hardly anything. My fluffy sweet bun. My heart aches, but I cannot sneak away. So many have arrived in the village, it's become impossible to slip away unnoticed. I spun a tale for my nosy aunties to escape even for this briefest of moments. I managed to sneak some silverware under my dress, but I think it's best to leave it here for now, and return once the hysteria has died. Soon we'll have enough to begin our new life. Together, I'll watch for you. Forever yours, B. I just stole their silverware. What a queen. A queen of the people. A paragon of humanity. Queen Meve, the thief of cutlery. The peasants of Lyria have a saying, flog a cow and her ilk, you'll get blood in place of milk. Young herdsmen, naive enough to ignore such folk wisdom, rarely live to a ripe old age. Eliminate the deranged cow. What did that cow do to its friends? Do not let any other cows perish. Use your leader's ability. What's going on? This battle will last only 1 round. After 2 turns on turn start, destroy the lowest cow. If there are multiple, damage only one of them by 1 instead. Eliminate the deranged cow. Do not let any other cows perish. I wonder what's in my deck. Oh, it shows me. Pikemen. They have Blitz. This guy's got Blitz. So, I could do this. Get a pikeman. Oh, I just need 1 pikeman. Okay. How many pikemen are there? 1, 2, 4, 5. So it'll be 6 guys in there. I didn't count how many can go in a row. Then I can use him. Like he's a decoy to get him back. Okay. I've got it. It's all figured out. Maybe. I'm gonna play this guy. And then I'll use his special ability.
Again and again and again.
Next turn. To summon. Can I undo? I totally messed that up. I guess I need to do that anyway.
I'm a won't say.
Oh. Can I make this go away? Oh, I can use your ability. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to redo this. Have I played anything yet? Oh, I haven't. I totally messed this up, guys.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
For Rivia!
It's a good time to find out how many units I can have on the one roll at a time. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't mess it up. Necessarily. No, I messed it up. I lose. Restart. Oh, but they're not. Oh. Make this go away. The very first thing I want to do is play this guy.
Left, right, left, right.
Now, the next thing I want to do is summon this guy.
For Rivia!
Okay. What's my attack? Just our blisters. So, now, I need to do damage to 1 cow. So that when this guy goes again, he'll damage them only by 1. Next, I'm going to bring this guy back.
Arbalist at your command.
Try this.
We must trust each other.
No. Oh, there is no
Armor
space.
wars.
Perfect. So I can fit 9 years on my road. I got another decoy. Oh, I got a decoy. Yeah, I want that. I want that in my deck. Let's get rid of... How much does decoy cost? Costs... nothing? Ah, I see. Oh, I can get rid of... I can get rid of... a pikeman. They're not useful unless I have a lot of them. Alright. Well, I mean, all the cows seem healthy now that... I guess I saved them all. Good job. That's the sort of queen I want. The sort of queen that will gallivant about the countryside, saving hapless heifers from, from deranged. Can't come up with alliteration. Oh well. My queen, your subjects are troubled. A cow has given birth to a two-headed calf, an omen for impending war. You can send a priestess of Melitele to dispel it, but not without cost. I have a better idea. Let's slaughter the calf and return to the road. We don't care about morale here.
Good folk, the Queen's returned. Welcome her we must. Tribute in hand.
Just like any company. Morale is not a priority.
Queen! Why pretty as a painting she is.
Ups, ups, merry little plant. Weddings without ye, revel we shan't.
Oh, I missed something over here. I'll get on the way back.
Meve's ear suddenly caught brisk music and voices raised in song. She had no doubt. A wedding ceremony had just begun in a hamlet just off the high road. When the bride's father spotted the royal retinue, he rushed up to beg the queen to bless the newlyweds. Meve obliged cordially. Encouraged, the father boldly invited Meve and her court to join in the festivities.
You do us a right honour, my lady. And your men would bolster their strength afore to march ahead. We beg ye, eat, drink, and rejoice with us.
I haven't slippers to dance in, but I trust I'll manage somehow. Lead on, good man.
The nuptials took place in the shade of a vast oak tree. Then the newlyweds and their guests walked in procession to a barn adorned with flowers. An uproarious celebration ensued. As she watched her soldiers dance shoulder to shoulder with peasants, Meve felt a surge of pride at being their queen. The heart of Lyria. It beat most powerfully here, not in the gilded halls of palaces. Suddenly a cry went up as strange armed men rushed into the yard.
There's the lass! Grab her!
Before anyone could stop them, the bandits took the bride and fled into the woods. The drums and fiddles, suddenly silenced, were now replaced by weeping, moaning, angry calls for pursuit. Deep grief upon his face, the host turned to Meve with a plea.
Milady, we beg of you, help us!
We'll not leave you wanting, good man.
Shouted the queen, slipping her feet into her stirrups.
Follow me! Yeah!
The earth trembled beneath the weight of horse and hoof. Tankards laid out for a midnight toast to the bride and groom clinked prematurely in the quake, and the Lyrians charged forth into the dark wood.
That's one thing that I've noticed about I mean, it happens in a lot of games, but it was pretty prevalent in The Witcher 3. And there's, maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's something I'm not aware of, but a lot of the options aren't really options. They're just asking, do you want this quest? Which isn't really a choice. You always want the quest. You may, just so you have the option of doing it later. Even if you're not going to do it, you still want the option of doing it later. So it felt like that was a non-choice. They could have just as easily not let me make any decisions there.
Oh, to be young again. Heart bursting with love.
Oh, that's something I should probably say about myself. I'm pretty critical of things. I'll often point out its flaws or its negative aspects more than I'll praise its positive aspects. That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy things. It's just the way I think about, well, pretty much everything. Your Majesty, fishermen dragged out an odd object from the Yavina. They claim it emits a magical aura of sorts. As it's of no use to them, they're willing to part with it for a modest sum. I can spend gold, or I can let my morale worsen. I think I can afford to let my morale worsen. Magical artifacts and curiosities are the rightful property of the crown. Requisition the find immediately. Oh. Well, I want the gold, so. Lyrian Horn. The card is now complete. You can find it in the command tent. Okay. So I can grab that. This is probably where they took the lady that was just kidnapped. Yeah, so as I was saying, I just think about how things could potentially be improved, and that's not any... Never am I implying that I could have done a better job, because it's much harder to start with something from scratch and make something new than it is to experience it and think of how it could have been just a little bit better. Congratulations, you can use this avatar border in the Gwent multiplayer game. Did I really miss all that? Oh man. I'll go back and get it. Oh, Can I go through here? Why? No, yeah. So let's go save this lady from the strays of Spalla.
Though the Lyrian cavalrymen had imbibed spirits throughout the night, they not only managed to stay upright in their saddles, but even gained on the bandits and cut off any chance of escape.
The battle was waged in a dense, dark... Let me try again. Oh, man, the punctuation's horrible in the sentence, that's why. The battle was waged in a dense, dark wood, moonbeams scarcely piercing its canopy. Had it not been for the bride's radiant white dress, the Lyrians might not have determined the enemy's position, and so, seeing double, they staggered to battle, the taste of cold vodka still on their lips. Prevent the bandit abductor from reaching the right side of the row. Well, I need to see the board and what the abilities are to make this decision. Okay, well, I definitely want that. No ability. Bandit Abductor. Every turn on turn start, move one place to the right. Whenever this unit takes damage, move one place to the left. If this unit moves to the right side most of the row, Meve is defeated. I guess. Mark unit. Every turn on turn start, damage it by 1. When the mark unit is destroyed, mark another random. Okay.
Catch 'em all!
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
No. Well, I might as well. No. Yes.
This could hurt.
What's that?
They flee! We must stop them!
Every turn on turn start, all units on the row have a 33% chance of taking 2 damage. Set a row on fire. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Can't take it anymore.
Watch your heads!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Oh, messed that up. Oh well. Not a big deal. What I should have done is I should move these guys forward first and they would do damage. Move this forward first.
The chase is
they'd
on!
had armor off bird. Move this forward for the same reason. I don't necessarily think this is a good round for me to be for me to win because the field is on fire. But well, let's see how things go.
Left, right, Left, right.
Just like that.
One bolt.
We have them, Your Majesty!
Meve's troops defeated the bandits and rescued the bride. Only to be surprised. For the maiden fair dropped to her knees and burst into tears of sorrow, not joy.
Weep not, child.
The queen said, placing her arm upon her shoulder.
It's over. You're free.
Nay, not so, Your Majesty.
Of course.
My lady, I've no love for Jan. No wish to wed him. It's my father. My family forced me. My heart's fimbers. He arranged the masquerade. I beg ye, if you've 1 ounce of kindness, if you've a heart, let us leave this place together and free.
All right. Yeah.
This scheme you've pursued, I can't condone. Folk have been wounded. Some might have died.
Said the queen.
Yet, equally, I cannot let others force you to marry.
So, may we go, Your Grace?
You may. Fast as your legs will carry you, afore I've a change of heart.
Lyrian Merlot. This card has been added to your army and can be found in command tent.
Though none dared utter a word of chagrin, Meve sensed her subjects' bitter gazes upon her. At the first light of the morn she left, without so much as a nod goodbye.